Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? You have studied periodic table. So there are some properties exist in periodic table. First, I told you ionization, no atomic radius or atomic size. This is second property, ionization energy. What is ionization energy? The minimum amount of energy required to release electron from outermost shell. This property usually exists in, although it applies to all elements, but it is actually the properties of metals because metals have one or two extra electron that can be lost and become positive ion. An American English spelling, ionization energy, somewhat different. You can see with British English. Okay. The minimum amount of energy required to remove electron. The most loosely bound electron, the valence electron of an isolated neutral gaseous atom or molecule. Neutral gaseous, which has no positive or negative charge. Atom is electrically neutral, which has equal number of electron and proton. That's why both cancel each other. So X is an atom which lose one electron and become positive ion. So minimum amount of energy required for that purpose. This is endothermic reaction because energy is required. This is the trend in periodic table. Down the group, as we know, the size of an atom increases. So loss of electron become easy. So down the group, ionization energy decreases. And along the period, it increases because the size of atom decreases continuously. When size decreases, loss of electron become difficult. So ionization energy increases along the period and down the group it decreases. This is electron affinity, another property. Before this electron affinity. The electron affinity, it is an atom. It is a property of an atom or molecule is defined as the amount of energy released when an atom is attached to a neutral atom or molecule in the gaseous state. When electron is attached, when electron is gained, the energy is released. It is opposite to each other. When one is increased, when one is gained, other is lost. When electron is gained, energy is lost. When electron is lost, energy is gained. In case of ionization energy. But in case of electron affinity, atom gains electron and energy is released. Note that this is not the same as the enthalpy change of the electron capture ionization, which is defined as negative when energy is released. Okay, enthalpy is the amount of heat which is Now, now it is in physics. Yeah, it is in last chapters of chemistry. Enthalpy is the amount of heat. Electron affinity. Again, as we know, the size of an atom down the group increases. Gain of electron down the group become difficult because increases the size increases from the nucleus to the outermost shell. The size increases. Gain of electron become difficult. So down the group along the period, okay, along the period it is increases. When one side increases, other side will decrease. Means along the period increases because the size of an atom gradually decreases because more electron gradually electrons are added in the same shell. So attraction increases, the size decreases. When the size decreases, the gain of electron become easy. So more energy release, that is electron affinity along the period increases. When electron affinity along the period increases down the group, obviously it decreases. This is the trend. Electron affinity increases upward for the groups and from left to right across the period of the periodic table. Because the electrons added to the energy levels become closer to the nucleus, there is a stronger attraction between the nucleus and its electron. I told you. Ionization energy. This is the trend of ionization energy in the periodic table. Down the group, size increases. So loss of electron become easy, and minimum amount of energy required. So along down the group, ionization energy decreases and along the period increases. Okay. Ionization energy exhibit periodicity on the periodic table. Periodicity, what is periodicity? Repetition of properties after fixed interval in periodic table or in any daily life. Example like Sunday comes after 7 days, after next 7 days again Sunday comes, or half yearly exam in December, then again December or October, or summer vacation in June, next June, same summer vacation. So this is called periodicity. Or sunrises or sunset, these all are periodicity. The general trend is for ionization energy to increase moving from left to right across an element. Period, moving left to right across a period, atomic radius decreases. Left to right, atomic radius decreases because the electrons are added. Okay, Allah Hafiz.